Hello friends, this is Aniruddha Bahal from Cobrapost. Today I bring you the second part of our Lootwallahs series, a series which exposes Indian businesses. The story I am going to share with you is sizzling hot, more sizzling than our expose on the Anil Ambani-led Reliance ADA Group a few weeks back. So tighten your seatbelts and plug in your earbuds. Watch how the financial empire of the 125-year-old Murugappa Group is put under our scrutiny. As some of you may be aware, the group's star performer is Cholamandalam Investment and Finance Company Limited, in short CIFCL, a non-banking finance company, or as they say, BFC, a name that props up every now and then on gleaming billboards across towns and cities, screaming, "Enter a better life." The promise looks hollow, however. As our investigation reveals, 4 of the Murugappa Group companies have shared upwards of rupees 10,100 crore amongst themselves. The companies involved are Cholamandalam Investment and Finance Company Limited, Cholamandalam MS General Insurance Company Limited, Chola Business Services, and Murugappa Management Services. These funds have curiously landed in the kitties of several group entities, Murugappa clan members, and key management personnel, amongst others. A classic case of robbing Peter to pay Paul. The only difference? Peter here is the banks and financial institutions, investors, and members of the public like you, ordinary folks like us. We all have put in both our money and trust to fund the spectacular growth that Cholamandalam Investment and Finance Company Limited has witnessed in recent times. First, some numbers. Cholamandalam Investment and Finance Company Limited diverted rupees 6,419 crore, Cholamandalam MS General Insurance Company Limited rupees 3,040 crores, Chola Business Services Limited rupees 4,103 crores it received from Cholamandalam Investment and Finance Company Limited, and Murugappa Management Services rupees 675 crore. Cobrapost has reviewed relevant statutory filings and other documents to collate and analyze the data. There may be mismatch between different filings. The reasons could be software glitches, human error, and unknown variables. Though the data produced here are approximations, they can vary significantly on the upper side if an audit is conducted by competent authorities. These snippets are based on our analysis of that data. Most of these funds have landed in the kitties of Murugappa Group entities, Murugappa clan members, and key management personnel. Such interrelated transfers of funds fall in the category of related party transactions as defined under the Companies Act of 2013, the Listing Obligations and Disclosure Requirements, or LODR, regulations of the Securities and Exchange Board of India (SEBI), and the Indian accounting standards set by the Indian Institute of Chartered Accountants. But before I get down to the brass tacks of analyzing how these companies indulge in such large-scale related party diversions, let me make a truly jaw-dropping revelation. The Cobrapost investigation has found mammoth cash deposits by Cholamandalam Investment and Finance Company Limited. The amount involves more than rupees 25,000 crore, which CIFCL has deposited across 14 banks since the year 2019. Here again, this finding is based on the analysis of relevant statutory filings and other documents, and the data may mismatch for reasons that I have already explained. The data produced here are approximations and can vary significantly on the upper side if an audit is conducted by competent authorities. Now, who are these banks? 8 of these banks are private entities and 6 are public sector banks. Some of the prominent banks are ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, Axis Bank, State Bank of India and Punjab National Bank. ICICI Bank tops the list, which has received a whopping rupees 13,360 crores as cash deposits. A surprising element here is that a small finance company like FinTech has received more than rupees 1,329 crore, that too in a single year. Punjab National Bank, a public sector bank, is the third highest recipient with upwards of rupees 561 crores going to it. IndusInd Bank, another private entity, has received around rupees 256 crore worth of deposits in a period of 2 years. This bank is owned by the Hinduja Group. The scale and pattern of cash deposits reported by an NBFC like CIFCL raises important questions regarding the operation of regulatory monitoring and reporting frameworks applicable to such transactions. The manner in which large value cash transactions examined in this story are monitored, reported, and reviewed by banks and regulators, including the Reserve Bank of India, forms a key area of regulatory oversight that merits closer examination. Now let us get back to discussing how approximately rupees 10,100 crore of these funds ended up with multiple Murugappa Group entities, even as some of the prominent members of the Murugappa clan and the key management personnel lined their pockets. Curiously, the money was paid and recorded in the books as work contracts, professional fees, and commission, etc. This is what we may call creative accounting. Most of these transactions have not been disclosed, raising serious questions regarding their commercial rationale. CIFCL, the focus of our analysis, has diverted rupees 6,419 crore mostly in related party transactions. The star performer of the Murugappa Group has paid rupees 1,654 crores to over a dozen related entities and has recorded them as work contracts. Of all these, Chola Business Services Limited received more than rupees 1,628 crore through half a dozen transactions in a single calendar year, 2018-19. Among them, the beneficiary is AMM Foundation, a homegrown non-profit. Though the amount paid to the Murugappa family NGO is not big, it raises a question as to why a payout which could have been a donation was given for a work contract. Apart from paying sums worth more than rupees 1,628 crore to these 13 sister concerns, CIFCL has reportedly paid around rupees 662 crore to 5 Murugappa entities and a dozen senior Murugappa family members. The companies are Chola Business Services, Murugappa Management Services, Cholamandalam Home Finance, Net Access India and Cholamandalam Securities. They have together received about rupees 642 crore. But these payments have been reported as professional fees. Another instance of creative accounting. As mentioned, CIFCL has paid around rupees 19 crore to 12 senior Murugappa family members, but these payments have been classified as professional fee and salary. Most of these recipients are prominent members of the Murugappa clan. One such member is Arun Alagappan, who alone has received around rupees 12 crores in salary. In addition to rupees 1,628 crore, Chola Business Services has received rupees 4,103 crore from CIFCL over a decade since 2015. But CIFCL has made disclosures of only rupees 2,045 crore it has paid to this Murugappa Group private entity. Chola Business Services has paid around rupees 18 crore to Chola Business Services, to Murugappa Management Services and Venkatachalam A. Venkatachalam, who is one of the promoters, has received around rupees 16 crore in salary. Next in this expose is Cholamandalam MS General Insurance or CMGICL, another related company. This insurance company has diverted funds worth rupees 3,040 crore to 9 Murugappa Group companies. And all these transactions have been reported as payment against work contracts, commissions, and professional fees. Here again, Chola Business Services has been paid around rupees 214 crore commission. Of all these related party transactions, disclosures of only rupees 116 crore have been made. Another entity which used the same modus operandi to divert funds, Murugappa Management Services. The diversion happened in two stages. In the first, rupees 675 crore was extracted from 17 group companies listed and unlisted between 2017-18 and 2014-25. In the second stage, Murugappa Management Services made huge payouts to dozens of individuals, a slew of entities including related companies, rating agencies, sport bodies like the BCCI amongst others. The quantum of these payments is an estimated rupees 365 crore, or if you can put it the other way, 1 crore a day. Out of rupees 365 crore, the Murugappa family members and their close associates have together received rupees 353 crore. There has been no related party disclosures in this regard. You are watching Cobrapost Expose on Cholamandalam Investment and Finance Company Limited. For more details, please log in to cobrapost.com.